Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Allen's Day. Down here in Jamestown, Tennessee, at our holiday home. For those who haven't been on the channel before, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and we got our project house right here. Part of that project house includes getting up to date, and we need to get some internet in there. Otherwise the phones don't work down here unless you've got a router and an internet service. So the mission is, I do have a conduit buried, and I had a line in there from when we had the trailer. So now I got to update, and we are putting a CAT6 in there. When I originally ran that wire, it's CAT5 and just probably a little lower quality. Well, with all the modern stuff, we need to upgrade a little bit and get some CAT6, because down here in Tennessee, we've got fiber optics right to the tiny house here, and that's where I got my computer and everything set up in there, all the cameras. So let's go see if we can get some wires pulled without making a mess. And you can see that I am pulling two wires in there. One is going to be a spare, and or if I ever got to pull another wire through, I'll get it. So anytime that you're putting conduit in and pulling wires, either pull a spare wire in there for pulling, or put a cord or a rope in there, because life changes and you may need some more wires. So let's get down into the basement here, Crawlspace, and start pulling some wires. Probably not going to see anything, so let me just keep pulling this until I get a wire coming out this end. We hope. We are making progress. Change of plans though. Took the black wire, was too short. Now I've got a long white wire, CAT5, that'll pull long for a full of spare in there. Tip for today: make sure that anytime you're pulling wires, get yourself some wire pulling lube. Makes life a whole lot easier. The other tip for the day, maybe I should have followed a little closer, is my underground conduit right here. Whatever you spec out and you use for your underground conduit, or any conduit, go up one size. It could pay back 100 times over if you've got problems pulling wire through a small conduit to try to save a couple of pennies. So don't chintz on your conduit size. I think I might have on this one. It's getting a little snug in there. And you may be able to hear that extra noise. The cicadas, which we don't have up in Wisconsin, are everywhere. And including, there's one right here watching me. Oop, there it goes. I don't know what they do. Not too familiar with them. That's a southern thing. I guess I got to learn to share the environment with those guys. Now, let me get back to pulling wires here. We are making progress on getting those internet wires pulled. The CAT5 and CAT6, that's all cleaned up. And we got them all pulled. Conduit goes all the way through under here. I did size the conduit correctly because it was a pretty easy pull going through there. Now we got those all the way into the basement here. Had to put a junction box in there. Here's where the orange CAT6 terminated. It wasn't long enough, which is okay. I will put a splice, seal it in the box. We're okay. Here's the rest of the wire. The CAT5, which is going to be the temporary wire, probably permanent for a little while, goes all the way through, and goes up into the floor. Now let me show you where it's coming up. And I don't know if you've been in the house here for a while, and also to show Gene what I've been doing in the house here for the last couple of days. So we got the conduit coming up the wall here, going up there. I like to use that conduit. I've been using that quite a bit on this project here for items that could be changed in the next 40 years. So like your security system, cameras on the outside the house, the doorbells, anything that you think you might have to change a wire out, use some conduit. Pretty nice setup in there. Going up, I had to finish putting the deck down on here so I had a place to work, but here is the coming out of the conduit, the CAT5. And make sure you put yourself, anytime you run anything through the conduit, make sure you got a pull wire for future use. The next person is going to really appreciate it. And then here's all the CAT6 running throughout the house to 2 bedrooms and the living room. I like to hardwire stuff compared to sending it over the airwaves. It just seems to work better for me to hook that up. Now we need electrical, so that was another distraction. I had to put some electrical up here, so as long as I was up here, I got power going to a box there, got a box there, a box there, and a box there. This is going to be sort of the utility room, and I don't know what we're going to need for receptacles up here for the next 20 or 40 years. And I guess I'm a little paranoid about receptacles in a house. The house I grew up in had 6 outlets in the whole house. 1 outlet per bedroom, 1 in the living room, and 1 in the kitchen. That was it. So I got plenty of outlets in here. Don't have to worry about it. Now the next step of the process is getting this wall insulated, sheeted, sealed off, painted, make a shelf, and that's all to get this router in here. That's critical to get the router hooked up in here, because there's absolutely no phone service when you're in the house here. If you go out to the tiny house, you can get phone service when you're sitting on the porch. But this part of the country, very limited phone service. So that's why the only way you can do it is you got to go through the internet option on your phone. Well, let me just give you a little tour of some of the other things I've been working on here. Gene got some fans ordered, and I put it up in there. She's going to have to tell me if that's going to work for her or not. We'll see. But I noticed that a lot of stuff is coming with frickin' remotes. And I'm not a fan of remotes. Extra batteries, lose them, break them. You're at the mercy of that compared to a switch here. So we'll see how that works. If we order these in the future or replace that to get a bigger one, no frickin' remotes. I try to throw those out anytime I get something with a remote in it. I just sort of frickin' remote out. It's more hassle than it's worth. And in the bedroom here, or the bathroom, got some lights put in here. That was on the list. Got a receptacle there, or a switch there. And in the big bedroom here, there again, got another fan up there. And more remotes, except this one's got to be programmed so that when, oh, it did come on. Yesterday it wasn't working because I had to push the button on the remote. Then in the closet here, put a couple of three-way switches in here and some lights. And the other three-way switch here. So yes, making progress in here. The whole intention of this strip was to put trim and doors in these two bedrooms and the bathroom. As you can see, almost a week later, I got absolutely no trim and no doors. It's all in the trailer yet that's sitting out there. So let me finish up putting the walls up here and see if we can get internet in here. So I got a phone, so if somebody's got to get a hold of me, they can. So, well, we'll see when I get to the next step. We did it. We got internet. So up in the utility room, you saw me working on getting this enclosed up here. So I had a place to put the router. Got that all set up in here. Got everything all painted up. This part is done, at least for my lifetime here. Now, next step is I've got to put ends on the end of this cable, but not today. And just show you a little bit about what it takes to get an end on there. You've got to have a wiring diagram. You've got two different versions of this. I'm using the A version. You've got little ends you got to put on there, specialized tool. The most important piece of this whole thing is readers. Them frickin' wires are small, and you got to have little fingers and good eyes to put these connectors on here. Well, thanks for sticking around while I got internet up to the into the big house here. We will catch you next time when we start doing some interior work. Finally get to it. Talk to you guys later. You get some bonus footage tonight. Got the TV hooked up. Who's that guy? There we go. And I've got it hardwired with the CAT6 going all the way to the router. No bouncing stuff through the air. So now I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to watch. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.